Hi there and welcome back to Avadon 3, the Warborn, where we just, with our little party of a shaman, myself, and Botan, the Shadow Walker. We're exploring the magical workshop. We have defeated the final boss, the Endgegner. And now we're standing here and trying to explore the rest, probably. There are some things we haven't yet explored because we were already attacked from this place on. So let's go back and look what's in here. There's also some stuff lying around here. Let's see what we can pick up. More of that, some pants, leather shoes. I believe we don't even have shoes, so we're a pretty poor hand of Avadon. Not anymore, though. There we go. We have leather shoes now. And what's this? There's some kind of operating table, maybe. Oh, it's all that intricate detail. I love it. But I don't have the best eyes, so sometimes I maybe won't see the stuff that's lying around there. I don't know. Bucket of water, a skull, yeah. For whom the bell tolls. Now, what can the shaman do? The shaman can summon wolves, basically. Buff them and also heal. As I love to play healers, this is why I chose that. A broom, a hammer. Maybe a hammer will be useful one day. Let's pick one up. And here, only a bucket. Is this a sword? Some kind of sword? This? No. Also a hammer? Oh, that door is locked as well. Alright. What's going on in here? Bags of coal. Maybe we could fire this thing. There's also a bag of coal. Tools, tongs, hammer. Maybe there's trade skilling, I don't know. Let's activate that thing. Can't use this forge until you find a rune stone. When you have one, you can use it to improve your weapons and armor. Oh, nice. And it will probably be restored then. Aha, can you do that? Can you try? No, the door is still locked. Alright, yeah, well, I suppose... Oh, we cannot go through here. But let's try to pick up something here. What's on the ground? Some tools. So the rest of this will probably open up then when we have spoken with Commander Cerise. Or maybe there's something in here where we haven't been. There's something lying around. What is that? A leather belt. Gorgeous. We also have a leather belt now. Our armor is growing better and better. Oh, look at that. A fine tunic. Some more leather gloves. And some pants. A comb. That might be handy. Bandages as well. Let's look. What do you have in your inventory? Botan. Oh, I think he could use some pants as well. And stuff. Oh, let's give him some... Oh, the leather jerkin. Yeah, he's very good equipped there. Short sword. Maybe we could give him a short bow instead. I don't know. No. He's all about the razor disc. Alright. And so, leather gloves. We had the imp skin gloves here. They are much better for us. Pants. Still needed pants. Can give him the bandages. And fine tunic. Doesn't need that. We have the robe. Could go for the fine tunic. More en vogue. And the pants. We already have pants, right? We have pants. gloves? I think he had gloves, but we also have gloves, so... There we go! Do you have... No, you don't have the gloves. No, and then it's totally fine here. Look at that. We have improved him so much. Very good. We should get some lockpicks somewhere. That would be good, probably. But let's talk to Cerise now. I'm sure she'll have another quest. Well, let's look in here. What's there? Ah. That was the way out, it seems. Cerise's guidance. Yeah, so... let's go back. I think it was here, right? Commander's office. Hey there, Cerise. Commander Cerise smiles and tries to seem at ease. But even the most hardened soldier fears the hand of Avadon. What is it, Immanuel can? Do you need help with your guidance? The corner of her mouth twitches slightly. The pests in the workshop are dead. You tell Cerise the tale of your brief adventure. She nods, but she's more nervous than before. Good. Things are moving very quickly. While you were inside, 2 more envoys from Avadon came. She points at the scroll on her desk. It bears the wax seal of Avadon, still unopened. That arrived with the envoys. I dread opening it. While I prepare, I have more guidance for you. You have more guidance for me? There are new visitors from Avadon. One is a hand, a woman named Khalida. The other is an eye, an old sage named of Nicodemus. Somewhat disconnected, all he wanted was to make sure the magical workshop was free of monsters. They asked to meet all hands in the camp. I need a moment to think. Please go see them. Where is Khalida? In the camp outside, where you met Natalie and Botan. Her temper is short and her journey has been long, although she seems confused. Just warning you. Where's Nicodemus? He's old and tired from the road, and he wanted only to begin to set up shop in the magical workshop, the one you just infected. You will probably find him there. What was in that scroll from Avadon? I have not yet opened it. I suspect once I do, my life will be very different. I will read it soon. That's all for now, and thank you. We are going to play this like they want us to, for now, because I'm not very experienced in this game. I have, like, no experience. So, we should go over here to the hands and speak to Khalida. And then let's go back to the magical workshop, probably. A lot of hands are suddenly showing up at Camp Nightshade. Most of them are young, but this Blade Master is an old campaigner. Her face is starting to show wrinkles, and her hair is tinted with grey. She isn't polishing her armor or tending to her weapons. They are piled on the ground near her, adequate but not immaculate. She sits there, sips from a mug, and reads a book. Her eyes flick up to you when you approach. You're Immanuel Can, right? The new shining face. I am Khalida, trained Blade Master of the Quar, Hand of Avadon. Here, if you need me. She looks back at her book. Commander Cerise told me to come see you. Cerise. Her face is blank for a moment. Oh yes, Cerise. I talked to her. She told me she had a hand who still had a little energy left. Must be you. I can help you on your mission, whatever it is. If you have any questions about me, ask away. I'm used to the routine. You have served Avadon for a long time. 10 years. That little? Service of Avadon has aged her terribly, fighting foes of the Pact. Missions, so on. She looks down at her book, sighs, and looks back up at you. So I've had a checkered past. I won't hide it. You'll hear the gossip, so I'll tell you now. A checkered past? I spent a year in... She stops talking. She sits perfectly still for several seconds. Then she continues, as if nothing happened. I was in the dungeons of Avadon. the dungeons? Why? I don't talk about it. It upsets me, makes me angry. Then I was talking about the dungeons. I don't like to do that. All you need to know is that I was cleared by Redbeard himself. But you still serve Avadon. I am a loyal hand of Avadon. I will fight effectively for you. That's all you need to know. Tell me about your skills. She pets her steel armor. There is a satisfying clanging sound. Blade Masters are shock troops, pillars of steel. We stop the foe and keep them stopped. We protect the archers and tinker mages and other tricksters. I use sword or spear, and I'm good at it. Well, glad to meet you, Khalida. Khalida nods. When you go wherever Ceres decides to send you, I'll be available. I'd like to know more about your service. My service? I've been a hand for over 10 years. I took the same oath you did. Serve the Keeper and the Pact. No matter what you hear from the others, I've always been a loyal servant. They don't talk to me, but that's their choice. Why don't they talk to you? Because I was thrown into the... She's silent for a long moment. Wait, was I remembering? Sometimes I get lost when I try to remember. I was in the Avadon dungeons, wrongly. What happened there? I was damaged. Her face starts to sweat. It is not a gentle place. They're wrongly released. Don't like talking about it. Ask about something else. Let's talk about how Avadon is now. Now, Avadon is barely useful. It is weak. Weaker than it has ever been. Completely useless, were it not for this pathetic little band. She waves at the other hands. We do not even have a leader. Redbeard and Acting Keeper Proteus both claim the title. One wanders the wilderness, and the other hides in the tower. Why is Avadon so weak? Avadon has had the power to judge and kill people of the Pact for centuries, and the Pact hates it. I'm a living example of how Avadon's power can be abused. When Avadon was attacked and burned, the Pact saw a chance to rid itself of its protectors. Alas for them, they are succeeding. Any opinions about Proteus? I met him when he was still a heart. He seemed competent, his advice was sound. He was no hero, though. I'm amazed he found the courage to accept Redbeard's position when Redbeard was still alive. I think this Proteus is in danger. Seriously, Proteus took power from Redbeard. Redbeard pretends to play along, to be a good, loyal soldier, but I'm amazed Proteus hasn't suffered a slow death yet. And who do you think should lead Avadon? I don't know. I'm not even sure Avadon should exist. The Black Fortress watched over the Pact for centuries, but I can't forget what was done to me. It is childish of me, but sometimes I wish the place would simply crumble to the ground. Alright, I have another question. You seem very interesting, very revealing. How's the war going? I don't really know. I try not to think about it. I don't have ideas. I follow orders and I have wise guidance. That gives me purpose. I have no ideas. None at all. After the things that happened to me, I am not good with ideas anymore. Making good ideas needs knowing the past well, and my past is lost and jumbled in my head. At least I have guidance. What guides you? I am of the Quar. Like all of my people, I have the Stone Code. We rely on it. Tell me about this Stone Code. I don't want to right now. Explaining such abstract things gives me headaches. If we are ever serving in the Quar, ask me then, since you will need to know. Alright, that's all for now. Pretty interesting. So what will we do next? I think in the coming episode we'll look for how was that guy called? The sorcerer. Nicodemus. Yeah, we'll look for Nicodemus in the workshop. And then we'll probably level up as well. So thank you for watching. Happy gaming to you, and see you in the next episode of Avadon 3, the Warborn. Happy gaming.